What is going on YouTube? Hidden back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. So I just wanted to update you guys. Yesterday, we actually watched the market start to correct, and we actually saw cryptocurrencies start to fall lower, mainly just Bitcoin and Ethereum, which were retesting resistances. We had drawn on symmetrical triangles, which you could see here. We had something along the lines of this in regards to symmetrical triangles, and we did break bearish at a pretty rapid and aggressive rate on the hourly charts, and we basically pulled all the way back down inside our ascending fractals on the hourly, which we're going to talk about. I actually noticed something last night, like really late at night, that I wanted to address. You guys can see it here basically by the falling wedge, which we do have to talk about as we are starting to retest that level of resistance right now, which is quite interesting. But I would like to see how this plays out. Otherwise, we are going to be looking at the way the sideways trading is forming on XRP, how this is pretty much signaling what could be a big run to the upside in the very near future. Otherwise, guys, definitely make sure to partake in our crypto coin display giveaway. As you can see here, all you have to do is comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as comment subscribed. Do those two things as I will be checking, and if you're not subscribed, you will not win one of these free crypto coin displays. Otherwise, guys, I do want to give a huge shout out to PlugChain for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about this high performance public chain that's dedicated to information and data interaction, as you guys can clearly see here, then stick around to the end of today's episode where we will be going in depth about them, as well as check out the description if you can't wait to check out their project. Otherwise, guys, definitely make sure to turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's video. So first and foremost, looking at top 10 cryptocurrencies, as you guys can see, everything is pretty much down. We are correcting. Everything is falling, as you guys can clearly tell, but it's by a very small trace amount. It's nothing to really be that worried about. And honestly, I'm not surprised after yesterday's small correction that we saw within these major cryptocurrencies. Looking at Bitcoin mainly, you can see that pretty much from yesterday, checking out the 4-hour, you can see on the 22nd right here, we did start to correct, and we did start to reverse downwards here, and we fell inside what we described is a big ascending fractal forming on Bitcoin's charts. Now, the interesting thing that I really wanted to point out today in this morning's update was on Ethereum's chart here on the hourly charts. So we discussed how we had a beautiful symmetrical triangle that was forming here very short term. As you guys remember, this is pretty much what we were drawing, and this sideways or the symmetrical triangle here ended at a point of breakout right here, and we discussed that once we saw a point of breakout, either where we closed the price levels above or below its support or resistance levels, would be a small opportunity to actually buy in and short the cryptocurrency to the downside, or buy in and leverage to the upside here. So after the drop actually started to form and we started to consolidate off bottom support here, I started to notice a bigger formation forming that I wanted to update you guys about. And notice after deleting these chart levels here, you can see it almost appears to be some sort of falling wedge pattern. So we do have what appears to be a beautiful run to the upside, as clearly seen, and then a beautiful falling wedge. For those that don't know what falling wedges look like, I do just want to pull up. These are bullish scenarios here, which is why I'm kind of excited. Falling wedges look like this for the most part, where you can see prices fall inside of it and then they break bullish, just like this. There's an uptrend that breaks us inside, we fall, and then we break bullish. And you can see here on Ethereum how we break inside, we start to fall, and then we tend to break bullish. So ideally, what you have to wait for is the point of breakout on this falling wedge pattern here. If we want to cast how exactly high we're going to be moving to, we can pull up, the trend line right here, and you can see this, and we can put that right on the support level here. This could really send the price all the way up to a high of like $4,500 on Ethereum if we tend to break bullish here, or we break bearish and we can fall to levels as low, basically pulling us back down to bottom support here to retest about $3,600, which would be the top, the bottom of our ascending fractal that we're currently trading inside of. So you can kind of see what exactly we're dealing with here. We usually break bullish out of these, and I'd like to think that we're probably going to be breaking bullish, especially because we're starting to close the hourly above it. You can actually see right now that this candle, literally an hour ago from making this video, we closed above our downtrend here, which is interesting. So I'd like to see how this current candle reacts with the markets here, because there is still this uptrend that you guys see here clear as day, this uptrend here. So I'd like to see how it reacts when we do start to retest that resistance level. Now, there is still this falling wedge. You guys have to consider that, and these could, and I do believe, break bullish. They are a bullish run, and we've seen falling wedges happen before. So I'd like to think that we are going to see this run continue here. Obviously, this is a much more aggressive style of trade because we're looking at things on the hourly. Please understand that. Hourly trades, much more aggressive. You can very easily get burned. You want to stay inside this for literally probably until, I don't know, 3 or 4 p.m. today. It's less than a day that you're in and out of these bigger formations here. So obviously what you would do is go onto Bityard, for example, and go onto the Ethereum charts here. I did link Bityard in the description. And then you would set up your falling wedge pattern here, which I clearly have drawn out here. And as discussed, if we can close above resistances, then you could buy in and leverage to the upside, or that's when I would buy in and leverage to the upside here. So what are we looking for? It seems like what we're dealing with right now is retesting all these moving averages here, 5, 10, 20, and 40-day moving averages on the hourly charts here. And it seems like if we can close maybe above the 40-day moving average, or which is on the hourly charts here, it would allow us to actually start to see that swing up. That's really what we're looking for, is that percentage run. So if you're an aggressive trader, you would obviously create a market order with kind of a low leverage, because you don't want to get liquidated by big swings like that. A small move to the downside here with a 60 or 80 times leverage would sell you out in almost a blink of an eye. So you then go in for a buy and long. You type in the amount of margin that you want to play around with, buy and long, and then you would cast your position and rally to the upside here. Now, I did put Bityard in the description down below. They are starting a new sign-up bonus on November 1st, which I will update you guys about. Very excited for that. As of right now, it's just up to you to join so you don't miss out on these runs here. So very excited to see how this plays out right now. Now, more importantly, I want to show you guys XRP. I think we've covered enough about Ethereum for this moment. As you guys know here, I'd like to see how we react here. We might correct lower. Just let it play out a little bit longer and then get ready to decide. Now, XRP is the only cryptocurrency that's really throwing me off guard here. Now, I can see by the current coin market cap that XRP is down right now, just a little bit, but it's nothing compared to these other cryptos. Like you can see on Bitcoin that we are starting to correct and we're slowly consolidating back up. There is a clear as day downtrend here that we could kind of map out right now for those that are interested. We are still battling this. It is being a problem here. But for XRP, we did draw this Elliott wave. It was clear as day. We discussed that there is an Elliott wave pattern forming here where we did complete this as of today, or a few hours ago, or maybe 2 days ago at most. We actually completed this. I forget when exactly it was, but we did complete this retest of bottom. We completed D to E formation, and usually these tend to break bullish here. At the end of symmetrical triangles, they tend to swing back to the upside here, where we see something like this. But right now, there is a problem that we are currently battling. It's a $1.09 resistance level. This is clearly acting as a problem zone. I would buy in, confirming that we breach above $1.13 here. If we close below here, then once again, I'm not ready to trade inside these sideways channels. I've been saying this for months now, that we do not trade, or I do not trade inside these sideways channels here, because it's extremely risky. Now, if you want to be an aggressive style trader and buy in right now, anticipating a run back to resistance, go for it. $1.09 to $1.13. It's a 4-cent run. If you can make money on that, go for it. I'm not the one to do that. I'd like to do other things in my day, but I would wait for this run to retest, break above resistance, and then buy in, anticipating a long leverage to the upside here. But if you guys want to wait, that's up to you. Now, if we do confirm and close below this support here, and we see the prices dip, that would be enough to buy in and short. If we close below here on the 4-hour, because understand we literally have not closed below here on the 4-hour ever. Numerous occasions, retests, we close above always, and then we tend to retest or break bullish. Double bottoms, and then we swing to the upside here. You can even see zooming in closer on the hourly here. It almost looks like we just had a double bottom formation on XRP here. I can just pull the candles to a line chart, and you can see clearly the double bottom. 1, 2, now we're ready for the run to the upside here. So I'm pretty much all in, anticipating the fact that we should probably be breaking bullish soon. Within XRP, we've had the consolidation that we've needed for most of these cryptos, and it's time, and we're getting ready to buy back in. And it's going to happen, because you can clearly see the consolidation and the uncertainty that's happening here. It's a sticky zone. We're battling the uptrend, we're battling resistance, we're battling moving averages. It's all coming down to this point here, and it's really just suppressing and flatlining the price out, and at some point it is going to pop. So be ready. because if we see 4 hours close us below on this uptrend here, and I'm literally letting you guys know, fair warning now, if we close below this support, you can clearly see what's going to happen. Of this major symmetrical triangle, we have a big like 16% run possibility. We'd never have closed below this uptrend, this purple uptrend before. We close below there, it's going to short. We are going to short this market. I'm going to short this market on BitYard. If we close above resistance at $1.13, we buy and leverage to the upside here. This is more of a moderate to aggressive trade, but we can confirm. Obviously, I'd say if you're more of a beginner, or I was more of a beginner, I would wait to see the price actually close the daily below $1.05. But if you want to play more moderate, wait to close below here. We close at $1.07. It's key to buy in and leverage to the downside. That's what I would do. If we close above the $1.13, we buy in long and we leverage to the upside. It's literally that simple. That's pretty much everything that we need to talk about. S&P 500 looks great. Just exploded up. We're now retesting all-time highs. We're higher than all-time highs, which is great than the previous high. Otherwise, guys, I do want to talk more about plugchain. I want to give a huge shout out to plugchain for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, plugchain is a high-performance public chain dedicated to solving information and data interaction. Its purpose is not only to realize the safe, smooth, and efficient intercommunication between blockchain and real-world information and data, but also to realize the intercommunication among public chain intelligent contracts, such as Polkadot, BSC, and Hekko through cross-chain technology. Now, decentralized predictor network is the core function of plugchain at present, and based on the innovative cross-chain interaction design, plugchain can not only efficiently solve the information interaction between any independent blockchain networks with Cosmos, but also provide modular underlying components through nesting BSC and Hekko ecological scenes, which can practically support global commercial level application networks. However, the core of the above functions is data interaction. So the technical framework of plugchain is designed around data security, data storage, data interaction, and future applications. So plugchain prophetic machine network opens a door for cross-chain interaction between executions, which combines the high efficiency of Cosmos and independent data interaction and the underlying functional components of Polkadot to achieve scalability. Specifically, plugchain can realize the data interaction with each independent blockchain network through the predictor network, and also adopts a setting of the plugchain hub to connect technical resources, business requirements, existing blockchain functional components, and practical business change so as to meet different business requirements while realizing extensibility. So let me break this down to you, since most of you are probably already confused, but if each blockchain network is thought of as a city, plugchain hub is equivalent to a trade port extending in all directions with perfect infrastructure, strong technical resources, and efficient circulation interaction, which can meet the needs of different blockchain cities and has strong scalability. Now, the function of plugchain hub is specific to the blockchain world and can be a cross-chain service such as a train registrar. Now, keywords automatic market maker, Ethereum bridge, ratio special currency bridge, and close connection with the wider digital economy. It can also share security and fundraising for new blockchain and provide cross-chain accounts and equipment for capital formation. You guys can also check out this article Yahoo posted, which says plugchain is an efficient public chain dedicated to resolving information and data interactions, and now plugchain starts its step up on global adoption. Via the cross-chain technology, plugchain does not only enable secure, seamless, and effective communication between the real world and blockchain, but also communicates with Hekko, BSC, and Polkadot OpenShare smart contracts. Also, guys, the Plug token is currently listed on the LB Bank exchange, which provides safe, professional, and convenient crypto asset exchange services, derivative services, currency quantification, currency interest generation, and other businesses of global users. Now, that listing alone caused Plug to jump 10 to 20 times with a potential jump again. Now, guys, interested developers in the Plug chain can also check out their source code, which I linked in the description below. Lastly, guys, make sure to check them out on YouTube, where they have a bunch of educational videos about the project, as well as Twitter, Reddit, and Telegram. Otherwise, huge shout out to plugchain for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.